Hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to another video in my series called Just One Book. In this series, I ask myself the question, what if I could buy just one new comic book that comes out on September 8th or 9th, 2020? What would that one comic book be if I could buy just one book? Now, I'm going to start off this video how I'm going to start off probably most of these videos, and it is with a bit of a cheat. And that is by giving you an honorable mention. And my honorable mention comes from a writer, one of two writers, whose names you're going to be hearing a lot from me in these videos because I'm a really big fan of both of them. My honorable mention pick of this week is Something is Killing the Children, number 10. Why? Because it's amazing. It is absolutely one of my top 3 favorite current titles. If you are not reading this series, please do yourself a favor and start reading it immediately. It is my understanding that the sales numbers for this title, month to month, are on the increase, which is remarkable. It means that people are cluing into the fact that this title is really, really good, and they're going and they're starting to read it. If you're not doing so, I highly recommend you do the same. But it is not my pick for this week. My pick for this week, if I could buy just one book, is Web of Venom Wraith, one shot from Donny Cates. Donny Cates is the other writer's name who you were going to be hearing about a lot from me. In fact, if you watched my video from last week, you've already heard me mention his name before when I picked Thor number 5, the third print, as my pick from last week. But I didn't pick this book just because I'm a fan of Donny Cates. I picked this book because this one has special significance. Donny Cates has been shining a spotlight on this book for months, and I am very intrigued. He was at CGC doing a special signing event with Ryan Stegman. And as part of it, they had this kind of question and answer thing going, and they posted that on Instagram. I'm going to put in the description a link to this question and answer that I'm going to be referring to right now. So if you want to watch it on your own, you can. But his answer to this question in particular was extremely enlightening. And it has colored all my thoughts about Donny Cates' storytelling ever since I heard it. So let's check it out right now. Donny Cates was asked what Venom-related issue was most fun or most difficult to work on. He responds by saying that he had written some one-shots called web-ofs, like Venom and Cult of Carnage, and that he's written another one about Wraith. He says that it is incredibly important because what happens in it and the ramifications of it is a must-read for fans. He goes on to say that he had to do a lot of research on ancient Marvel lore and connecting to current things, like how to convey ideas that are really out there and crazy and cosmic, but then kind of funnel them back down into the main Venom narrative. Now this is what's most interesting. Quote from Donny Cates: "Because the last time that we saw Wraith was in my Guardians of the Galaxy run, and he was doing mercenary work for Eros, who is Thanos' brother. And he was doing that mercenary work in exchange for information from Eros about the location of where Null was. And so, I am telling 2 stories at Marvel right now. I'm telling a giant cosmic epic that started with Thanos Wins, and then went into Doctor Strange, and then went into Silver Surfer Black, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, and now Thor. At the same time, I'm telling the Venom story, which is also kind of weirdly cosmic in a certain way. And this Wraith issue is where both of those 2 stories that I'm telling intersect. And you'll begin to see the wider scope of what I'm actually doing at Marvel, and how really I've never been telling 2 stories at once. I've always only ever been telling one story. And I had to do that in 30 pages and kind of turn over a lot of my cards and showing people what I'm doing, like from 50,000 feet up. Like show them the entire structure of things. So that was really hard, but I think it's worth it. I think people are really going to like that one. So I don't know, stuff like that is difficult, but it's also really fun. Then there was this tweet from back in May where someone asked Donny Cates, "What about Wraith? He kind of looks like Null. Isn't there an issue supposed to be coming out where they fight each other?" Donny Cates responds, "Yes, Web of Venom, Wraith." And although at the time he is not quite sure when the book is going to be coming out, he does say, yes, he does look a lot like Null. And you'll find out why and much, much more. It is a not to be missed issue for Venom fans. Hashtag everything is connected. Hashtag God is coming. So when I heard this answer, I got really excited because I'm a fan of Thor, I'm a fan of Venom. But the idea that those stories are not separate but are actually interconnected got me really excited, okay? Donny Cates, he's got a lot of ideas. In fact, Ryan Stegman, I heard him say, somebody asked him how they ended up hooking up with each other. And Ryan Stegman said he was asking around about different writers. He was looking for somebody to kind of connect with and to work with on a regular basis. And somebody told him, maybe you should check out that Donny Cates. He's got a lot of ideas. In fact, he might have too many ideas. And Ryan Stegman immediately said, that's the guy that I want to work with. Donny Cates apparently has his whole big plan for this big, gigantic story that he's going to be telling for years to come. And he basically pulls sections from his outline and plugs them in for individual issues and then scripts it out. So Donny Cates has big plans, not just for Venom, not just for Thor, but for the Marvel Universe. The King in Black special event that's coming at the end of this year is going to impact the entire Marvel Universe. I am so excited to experience Donny Cates' Marvel Universe. I think it is going to be amazing. And all of that is going to start with this Web of Venom Wraith one-shot. And that is exactly why it is my pick of the week for my just one book. Now, if you're excited about this book as well and you think that it is an excellent pick for this week, let me know in the comments. Let me know you're excited about Web of Venom Wraith. Or if there's a different book that you think is a better pick for this week, I'd like to hear about it as well. I'd like to hear what you have to say. In addition, if you like this video, I always appreciate likes. It feels great to get a like, and it encourages me to make more of these videos. As well, if you want to see more of this content, please hit the subscribe guy over there, and that's appreciated as well. Once again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.